All right. I think we are live. Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's live event again. I've been doing a little more lives lately, and today we're going to be talking about YouTube. And for people out there that want to start a YouTube channel or they want to start creating content, whether it be faceless or whether it be a brand, a personal brand, whatever it may be, I've been doing this for over, say, maybe 6 years, 4 to 6 years. I've been using YouTube to generate traffic for not only my own products, but also for affiliate products. So today I want to talk about how I went from zero to $15,000 a month profit from a YouTube channel. And we're going to talk about how I'm setting myself up for the next phase of YouTube, especially with all the new automations in place and all the things we can do differently, and why YouTube is probably one of the best channels, especially for new people coming into affiliate marketing or doing marketing in general. I'm opening the floor today to any questions. So if you have questions, go ahead and comment. If you can't hear me, comment now. I'll be able to see those comments in here. And basically, we're going to do a presentation style here. So I'm going to pull up my screen. I'm going to do some discussion around certain topics when I go into this presentation. And feel free to ask any questions, even if it's somewhat not related and you want me to answer it. I'm here today for an hour or so, and I'm gonna try and rush through this presentation. So let's not waste any more time. I'm gonna go into the presentation now. Let's pull up the screen and we'll do the slideshow. Now, this is a presentation I actually was going to do on a live broadcast for another company who wanted me to present for them, and then they actually changed the topic on me last minute. So I changed my topic, and then I had this presentation available. So I wanted to do it out now publicly to everybody, because their audience was very interested in YouTube, and I think a lot of people watching this channel would like to know how to start a YouTube channel and start generating traffic from that. So if anybody wants to comment, just to let me know that you can hear me, that's fine. There's not a lot of people on right now, but go ahead and comment, and I will know that people can hear. So anyway, how I went from zero to $15,000 a month. Let's start the presentation. My name is Joey Babineau, for those just watching, and I've been doing affiliate marketing for over 23 years, and I do lots of content online through not only YouTube, but also I do it on Instagram. So if you want to follow me on Instagram, follow me at Dayjob Hacks. I always forget to turn off my phone when I'm doing these lives. So let me just go ahead and shut down those notifications. And basically, I've generated millions in revenue from paid ads. So I do a lot of content around paid ad campaigns. I've done SEO, and I'm also the founder of Powerhouse Affiliate. I am a YouTube content creator, and basically I try to do real world strategies and share those on this channel. So that is what you get by subscribing to this channel. So if you're just tuning into my channel, please go ahead and subscribe, and also click the like button. That helps me get those views, and it helps me in the algorithm, which we're going to be talking about today in a little more detail. So here's what we're going to cover today in terms of the presentation. We're going to talk about why YouTube and why now. Section 1, we'll talk about foundation and planning. We're going to talk about monetization of your channel, setup, personal brand, and faceless channels. So we're going to talk about both of those styles of channels, because I know a lot of people don't want to put their face out there. And we're going to talk about that and how we can go ahead and still generate content from our faceless videos and images. We're going to talk about content itself, keyword research for YouTube and SEO. We're going to talk about SEO video upload requirements so that you can get the most views depending on your niche topic, and retention and engagement requirements, promotion, and lastly, I have a few bonuses at the end we're going to talk about. And first of all, my favorite monetization strategy for YouTube and Instagram and all of the places we post our videos. And lastly, a checklist that you can get access to, a weekly and an action plan and a weekly checklist. Okay. So I'm just checking the comments. And anyway, so those are the topics we're going to cover today. Here are some screenshots over here of my revenue from a few CPA networks in terms of affiliate commissions. And we're going to talk about my favorite monetization strategy again at the end here. So why YouTube? I think this screenshot here kind of gives you a gist of why we use YouTube. If you go to Google right now and you were to search adplexity versus Anstrex, this is an example, of course. And I often provide lots of examples in my presentations here. But let's just say you go to YouTube and you search for adplexity versus Anstrex. You're going to see that I've actually taken up 2 of the spots on Google just by having video content. And if you were to try and rank a blog post today around the same topic, it's very difficult. It's so difficult that I don't even try anymore. Now, that's me. I'm not saying to give up on your SEO dreams, but it's just so much easier when we create video now. We're not only showing up in Google search results, but we're also showing up in YouTube search results. So we're actually killing 2 birds with 1 stone. In other words, we're killing 2 search engines with 1 stone, we'll say. So YouTube is the 2nd largest search engine globally after Google. Over 2.5 billion people access YouTube monthly. I got these stats from actual data that has been done through other websites. So of course these data statistics could change, but these are rough estimates. And shorts, YouTube shorts are watched 70 billion times per day. And YouTube is available in over 100 countries and supports over 80 languages. Mobile usage, over 70% of YouTube time is on mobile. So creating shorts is a great way to build your audience and build views to get them to watch your long form, where you're actually going to make most money is on long form. So watch time. Users watch over 1 billion hours of content a day, and over 500 hours of video are uploaded to YouTube every minute. This is amazing. So it's a massive platform that we can get our content out on. And to me, I find it much easier to rank because we're not only ranking in Google, but we're also ranking on YouTube. And then when you repurpose, like we're going to talk about here in a bit, you can also get that content out to other places like Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest, all these other platforms we can repurpose using automation and AI, which we're going to talk about briefly today. So things to consider before you start. A lot of people they see people doing videos, but really there are some skills that you need to have. You need to be able to navigate your computer and internet comfortably. You need to be creative and learn to implement new things. This is constantly changing. The industry changes every single day. If you can't change with the flow, then this is going to be a very difficult business model for you. And you do need analytical skills. You need the ability to interpret data. You need to see what other people are doing that's successful, and you need to be able to say, hey, I'm going to try that myself and see if I can get the same results. Then if you don't get the same results, you need to be able to look at that video and say, hey, why didn't I get the same results? Is it something I did in the algorithm? Did I change the title? Did I change the metrics in the description? What did I do wrong here? So these are all things you need to be able to do as a YouTuber or as a content creator in general, whether you're doing it on Instagram or YouTube or whatever. My recommendation is to do it and then distribute it to all your channels. So section 1, let's talk about foundation and planning. Again, if you have any questions, if you're just tuning in, we're talking YouTube today. We're talking about how I've gone from 0 to 15,000 a month using YouTube, and I highly recommend you subscribe to the channel or follow me on Instagram at DayJobHacks. So here we need to define the first part of our whole journey as a YouTuber is to discuss to ourselves, who are we actually speaking to? What is the audience? Who are they? And we have the perfect tool for this inside powerhouseaffiliate.com. If you log into your powerhouseaffiliate.com account, you'll see over on the left menu, we have what's called the customer avatar worksheet. Combine that worksheet with ChatGPT, just upload it and tell them, Hey, I want to target people in finance, and can you fill out this customer avatar worksheet for me? And it'll give you the complete breakdown of your audience. That's how you can define who you're actually talking to. Because if you don't know who you're talking to, then you're not going to be very relevant with your audience. What problems do they want solved? Example, affiliate marketers. So I talk to affiliates all the time, how to earn with CPA marketing, how to get traffic, how to build a website, all of these things, how to automate my business. These are things that I cover on my channel because I know who I'm talking to. I'm talking to people that want to make money online. These are people that want to see the same results as I do and others in the community at Powerhouse Affiliate, and maybe some people that are struggling to have results. So that's what I try and cover on my channel. Mainly the people that are watching this are male between the ages of 23, usually above to 40. And that if you're not in that age group, I'm still talking to you. There's a lot of women that come on the channel, but I just know from the majority of people that watch my channel, based on the data, I'm looking at Google Analytics, I'm looking at YouTube Analytics. That's my audience. I'm talking to a mainly younger audience. Now, there's still things that you need to consider when it comes to this type of business model. Let's move on here. Some other questions you're going to ask yourself are, what are you passionate about? I can't sit here every single day and talk about affiliate marketing if I'm not passionate about it. And I think people watching my channel and who have subscribed to my channel know that I'm passionate about it because I'm here doing it every single day. And if you're passionate about the topic that you're talking about, it's so much easier, especially if you're doing your own personal brand. Now, this is going to be different for those faceless channels where we're just trying to get in, we're trying to get traffic, and we're generating content at mass scale. It's a completely different business model, but you're still using YouTube. And we're going to talk about both of those in a bit. So if you're doing a personal brand, this is much more important. Okay. What resources do you have? Do you have good visuals, editing tools, ability to do animations and graphics? You don't need to have these abilities. I'm going to show you some tools that make this much easier for us as YouTubers. And how fast do you want growth? Some niches, like for example, even affiliate marketing is a very narrow niche compared to digital marketing, right? Where I could be targeting people that are doing massive amounts of traffic as a digital agency. Now, a lot of agencies might still find value in my channel because they might learn some tricks. But for the most part, I'm talking to an affiliate who works by themselves and wants to learn how to make money at home. So when I think of topics, I'm trying to go outside of that a little more broad, where I'm talking about automation and AI as well. And those types of pieces of content, typically get more views when I go a little more broad and expand. So think about that when you're creating your content and what you want to talk about on your channel. I'm going to show an example of a project that I started and I kind of got sidetracked, but it's still there waiting for me. It's a YouTube project, and we're going to talk about that and the niche and what I plan to do moving forward more broadly to get much more traction, we'll say, through affiliate marketing. And then let's just move on from this. I don't want to ramble on about that for a second. Okay, so if I was starting today, what niches would I use right now? And again, if you have questions, post them, or if you have any comments, go ahead and comment, because this is live. If you can't comment, then I must have made a mistake when I published this. But anyway, if I was starting today, these are the niches I would consider based on what I do for paid media ad campaigns, and also based on what I would feel comfortable doing as a YouTube channel. And I'm talking faceless YouTube channel here moving forward here. Okay. So finance is such an easy one. It's so broad, and there's so many different areas we can go into. For example, you can talk about crypto, all about crypto and all the coins that you're going to invest in, or all the new meme coins, whatever you want to talk about. You could talk how to invest. We can talk about home services, insurance, just an endless supply of content in the finance niche that we can use when we're doing especially a news style website. So if you're doing news, for example, you could do financial news in the stock market. So you could cover stocks that are about to explode, or the stock market crashing and all this stuff. These are things that get massive amounts of views. If you look, there's a ton of faceless finance channels that are getting millions of views. AI and automations is a new one coming up and coming one. Even though we're in the thick of it now, it's still very new and it's getting a ton of traction. I would probably look at this if I was starting today. Home services is always a good one. I find there's lots of affiliate offers and opportunities in home services, and this audience is typically an older audience and they have lots of money. So that's the type of audience you want to go after. Sports is fun too, because you can do recaps of game highlights, you can do news, you can do every single sport in the book, and then you can start promoting things like sports betting, you can promote sports streaming, so many different affiliate programs in sports, and you can sell your own guides on how to pick the best teams for your coming up, whatever, fantasy football league. All of these fall in within sports, and I think there's just a massive opportunity there. If you look at some of the playoff games that are highlighted through these channels where they highlight like the best goals from last night, you can see they get millions of views in some cases. Gadgets and tech is another good one, especially if you're going into affiliate marketing, into the into offers through CPA affiliate networks, e-commerce offers. There's lots of gadgets. Sometimes these networks, if you're big enough or if you get enough traffic, they'll actually send you the gadgets. You can unbox, you can show like how they work, and these videos get tons of views as well, not only on YouTube Shorts, we're talking TikTok, Instagram Reels, and those types of products. Those are my favorite niches I would start. Those are my top 5, we'll say right there. So let's talk about monetization. Before you actually start YouTube, you need to be able to think about monetization. And a lot of people don't realize how it actually works. Some people think, okay, I'm going to start a YouTube channel and I'm going to get like millions of views and then I'm going to make millions of dollars from YouTube monetization. Okay, that's a little exaggerated. I get it. But I would say that YouTube monetization, the AdSense component of this, is, at least in my case and from what I'm seeing, it's not nearly enough to live on. Okay, even with say close to 30,000 subscribers and thousands of views every month, you're only making a little fraction of money compared to the other ways we're going to monetize our channel that I want to talk about here. And these are things you need to do before you start creating content. These are things you need to think about, because a lot of people just start making content and then they send traffic nowhere. They're just like creating content. Now, sure, you can create content and you don't have to monetize every single video, but over time, you're going to want to make some money. So here are some monetization strategies, my favorite monetization strategies, and I'll tell you about each one. Now, these are the other monetization strategies I'm not really doing. Channel memberships, I don't do those right now. Super chat and super stickers, not really doing those, but hey, if you want to send me a super chat or super sticker in the chat, then please, by all means, do so. Then we have merchandise. I don't really sell merch either. So these things I don't do, but let's talk about the things I do, the top revenue producers and their percentage of my income based on the monthly profits on average, okay? So ad revenue, let's talk ad revenue. These are the little ads you see when people come to my videos, and you might even see one now. If you look at your screen, they're probably showing you an ad. In fact, it's appearing right now on my screen. 1% of revenue. So if I make $15,000 a month this month, we're talking like $150 from YouTube. Seriously, that's how low it is in terms of the ad revenue. And I'm still making $20 to $30 CPM. People are paying for my ads, but for some reason, it's just not like a big monetization channel. Now, I know that if I had a finance channel that was getting, say, 10 to 20,000 views per day, that would be a completely different story. I'm guessing I'm making $2,000 to $4,000 per month. And you can go to a website online, I think it's Social Ad Blade or something like that. You can see what people are typically making on their YouTube channel revenue. And this is based on some data that this site has. But they're fairly accurate sometimes. They're not accurate on how many views you get and how many subscribers equal what, but basically that's where we're at. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Affiliate marketing is 20% of the revenue and profit. And this is typically a recurring model. So if you choose a niche like I did, which is affiliate marketing or marketing online, making money online, uh, all those topics combined, we have side hustles. A lot of the stuff we do as marketers online involve using software like CPV Lab Pro. We use for tracking. We use SEM Rush for spying on keywords and finding keyword research. We use tools like Adplexity and Anstrex to spy on native ads. Web hosting, all of these things are monthly subscriptions that we have to pay as business owners. And typically, when I'm doing a video, I'm going to have some type of mention of a tool that I've used or I am using. And every time somebody signs up through my links, I obviously would get a referral commission. And I am open about that. I tell people in every video I do, hey, here's the link to the tool we're using today. This is in fact the tool I use. This is my referral link. If you click on it, I get a commission. Thank you very much for supporting the channel. Most people don't really care to do that. They're like happy to do it. And they would be glad to give me a commission, okay? If you're honest about it. If you're sleazy about your links and all that kind of stuff, I mean, it's different. But I think that has helped me generate lots of recurring revenue because people, in fact, do use these tools for more than a month or 2 or 3 or whatever it is. So you get that recurring revenue. You might hear my dog barking today. We are live. I'm not sure what this comment is about Trump. As soon as I see the word Trump, I kind of like avoid it. But anyway, so moving on, we go to sponsorships and brand deals. Get paid by companies to feature or mention their products. So this here is about 10% of revenue. So let's say I make 15,000 this month. 1,500 would be around somebody asking me to do a video and mention their product or doing a 30-second spiel. I do have different pricing for that. And when you set up your YouTube channel, you're going to want to have a website that has your pricing models for your content. Now, obviously, if you're just starting out, you're not going to have a lot of opportunity to really jack those prices up. But like, if you do a 30-second spiel on one of your videos and it gets 10,000 views, then that's probably worth something to somebody. So you're going to have pricing for that. Typically, for me, I would charge, say, $1,000 to $2,000 for a dedicated video at this point, depending on what the product is and is it something I truly believe in and is it something I can use in my business. If it's just some random product that I don't feel my viewers will like, I don't even take the deal. So, but it's still a good, decent amount of money as long as you have a way for people to contact you on your website. So digital products and courses is where the majority of revenue comes for this particular niche. And it only makes sense because as a coach, as an affiliate marketing coach and a trainer, a lot of people either purchase coaching through my channel. They'll directly contact me and want to have a session, maybe 30 to 60 minutes long. And we talk about a professional strategy that they can use for their own affiliate business, how we can improve what they're doing maybe, or how we can create a dedicated custom plan that will work for you. So I sell that coaching through powerhouseaffiliate.com. I also sell courses through Powerhouse Affiliate and a community. So that is how a lot of YouTubers will monetize, and a lot of content creators, whether you're Instagram, whether you're TikTok, whatever. All of these people have some way, anybody that's doing it properly will say, will have some way that they will get their viewers to come and either get something for free and join and be part of a community for free, which you can do, by the way, at powerhouseaffiliate.com/free workshop. You can go and you can get a workshop on a multi-channel strategy, just like a workshop we're doing today. But basically, that is what we do as content creators. We try and get our audience to come to us so that we can work with them directly. And so that's how we're going to monetize. And a lot of different things, like, for example, if you're doing finance, I see a lot of financial YouTubers who sell their own softwares now to track all of their investments, stock picks, all of that kind of stuff. You've got crypto guides on how to invest in crypto, how to build a crypto empire. These are all guides, and then there's even coaches in financing. There's stock coaches. There's people that will come in and manage your portfolio. So there's just different ways that you can monetize your channel where you don't rely on YouTube ad revenue, okay? Because that is going to be like the peanuts compared to how you're going to actually monetize your stuff. So let's move on here. So the next step, we're going to brand our channel. This is very important. Now that we know how we're going to monetize our channel, now we want to brand it. So you can see I did a Day Job Hacks project about 6 years ago, maybe right before COVID happened. I started Day Job Hacks as this was actually a case study that I did for the Powerhouse affiliate community inside Powerhouse Affiliate. And the case study was like, hey, if you consistently post content on your channel, you will start to get results. And within probably I think it was about a year of posting consistently on Day Job Hacks, I think I had replaced my government corporate job income, which was like $4,500 a month or something like that. There's actually a video on that channel if you go there. I don't use that channel anymore. It was more of a case study. And in fact, that channel actually ended up getting demonetized because I had done something else on another website, or my business partner did something, whatever it is. Something went a little wacky on one of our ads, and we were sending traffic to a page that had AdSense on it, but the traffic was not compliant with AdSense, and then it ended up demonetizing that channel. But I was at the end of that project anyway, because I really wanted to brand the Powerhouse Affiliate channel, which you're watching today, because Powerhouse Affiliate is it's my part, half of my business is Powerhouse Affiliate. The other half is actually doing affiliate marketing and doing paid media buys, running Facebook ads, Google ads to affiliate products. So I wanted to brand Powerhouse Affiliate and build a following around there. So that's why we have two here. So anyway, you're going to build your channel. You're going to have a channel name. You're going to have a banner. You're going to have a profile pic, about section. You want the keywords of your actual niche in there. You're going to have upload defaults so that every time you upload a video, it's already automatically in there. So you don't have to keep typing out the same stuff every time you do a video. And these are SEO things you're going to do inside there. Certain tags you want to come up every single time you do a video. That's also going to be in there as well. We're going to have a squeeze page. You want to have your squeeze page made before you actually create your content so that you can say, hey, check out the first link down in the description, or check out the first comment, and then they come and they get a free guide of whatever you're talking about. Maybe it's a finance guide or something like that, right? So if you need help building a squeeze page, check out our my last video. I think I talked about squeeze pages on YouTube. I also have some content on YouTube, and there is a course inside Powerhouse Affiliate as well. Just a reminder, anybody tuning in, please don't forget to subscribe or like the channel. It helps the algorithm. We're moving on here. We're talking about YouTube, and we're talking live. And if you have questions, by all means, please post them in the chat, and I'll be happy to address them. You're going to have a contact and advertise page on your website, depending on how much traffic and traction you're getting. So if you have a lot of traffic, make sure you have these available. So it's a form or something on your website that gives people the ability to contact you. That's going to increase your revenue. Okay, let's talk about setup for a personal brand. This is my current setup for YouTube because I'm using a personal brand. So I'm basically the face of this channel. So when you're the face of your channel, you're going to want to have these certain tools available for yourself as a YouTuber. You're going to want to have a screen in front of you that you can present on. So when I'm presenting, I'm looking at this screen. When I look at you here, I'm looking at the camera, and I got a light here. And then I've got this screen over on the left that I can do my presentation on. So that's what you're seeing here for the presentation, is this left screen. Now these two other screens over here are my daily media buying screens. I'm in there doing media buys, whatever it is. And this side over here is like my Powerhouse Affiliate Instagram kind of social media stuff, okay? That's my setup. Obviously, there's different setups, but it just makes it so much easier for productivity, I guess. when you have everything separated and you can just kind of move and go back and forth to certain things, right? And so I can turn over here, I can start working on this, and I can turn over here and start working on this. So for that setup, you're going to need a smartphone or a DSLR camera. I'm using a Canon microphone. I'm using this microphone here. It is a Blue Yeti. We're looking at lighting from Amazon, $250 or so. OBS is what I use right now. That's what I'm using for a software that taps me into YouTube so I can stream live. Now, it also records me when I'm recording videos, and then I can edit those videos using a software. Now, OBS is free. The background, my wife helped me develop this background so it looks nice and clean and crisp. I like the background. She did a good job. And then we have a teleprompter if you want. I don't use a teleprompter. I kind of tried it one time and it looked foolish, so I decided no thanks. Now, if I was doing a faceless YouTube channel, obviously a teleprompter could be probably pretty good, but you can also just read a script on your screen and do a voiceover. So you don't really need a teleprompter unless you're very uncomfortable talking about a particular subject. Video editing software, I use Camtasia. These are some other ones, Premiere or CapCut. So for that setup, budget-wise, we're looking at about, say, $2,000 to $3,000, depending on the quality of your setup. If you want, you need a laptop, you need a camera, you need lights, you need internet, you need software. We're talking $2,000 to $3,000 to set up a YouTube channel. That's for personal brand. Now, it's much cheaper if you're going the faceless YouTube channel route. I'm going to show you why it's much cheaper, because typically, here's the project I wanted to talk about. The faceless YouTube channel that I started, but I didn't finish, and I'm still going to finish at some point. I just got really busy, got sidetracked. Media buys were doing really good. Decided, okay, you know what? We're going to sidetrack that project for now. But Money Watch Daily is a faceless YouTube channel. My plans are to turn this into a news style finance website around certain financial topics, perhaps around mortgages and home services, news, whatever it is. I haven't decided fully yet, but I did some videos on that channel as a test, and things seem to work out fine. But now with automation and N8N and other tools I'm going to talk about here in a second, there are better ways to monetize and speed up the process here. Somebody's asking, how do you get viewers to actually click your link? Does the video have to be about the actual product or a general benefit? So typically, yeah, the links that we're going to show here are typically above or right below the. Let me just show an example here, because this fits this perfectly right where we're talking. If you go to this video I did yesterday, for example, this is the video I did yesterday, currently at 1,300 views. You can see here that right at the very top below this video, so this is 1,300 potential people showed up on this page. Now, this stuff here isn't YouTube. This is something, it's a plugin that I'm using. It's called TubeBuddy. I'm going to talk about TubeBuddy here in a second. In fact, if you want it free, go to powerhousefiliate.com/TubeBuddy, and you can get this free. But basically, it shows you the analytics. And to get people to click on your link, you need to be relevant to what you're talking about, obviously. In this case, I was talking about AI, automation, and two specific tools that I'm using to distribute videos across the internet. And you can see that I was talking about Submagic as well as ContentStudio. Now, every time I do an affiliate link on YouTube, I'm not putting my actual affiliate links here, because at any point in time, the affiliate program could change. They might say, you know what, we were using Impact, but now we're going to switch to ClickBank. Now you got to go back and switch all your YouTube video links. No thanks. So what I do is I create directories on my own website. So if I'm doing a link for Submagic, I've created a redirect inside my website that every time I mention Submagic, I say, hey, go to powerhousefiliate.com/Submagic for a free trial of Submagic. And basically, that way, if Submagic changes their platform or changes the affiliate link, I just have to go into my website and change that one link, and every piece of content I've made is still relevant. Something very important. So for example, we put them in the description. You can see now I've got it in the description and the first comment pinned. Okay, this is something I just started doing, the first pinned comment, and I find it's actually quite interesting how this is working. It's actually working quite well. So you can see now, out of 1,300 people who viewed this page, even if 1 or 2 people clicked one of these links, they're going to go to something that benefits my business, and they're right there below the video. So that's why we do these things. That's why we have them at the top of our description so that they're visible, right? Some people will do a description and they'll have this big long paragraph at the start before the link is even there. And then the people that see this description don't actually see the affiliate link, right? So that's how we get people to click our links. We just make them visible and kind of give a little benefit. Try free, right? So back to the, I hope that answered your question. We're going to cover a little bit more about that here in a minute. So what you need for faceless YouTube channels is a content source. So you need basically stock footage or audio or something like that. My coffee is getting cold because I'm talking too much. Anyway, stock footage. Storyblocks is a good spot for that, or depending on what tools you're using, they oftentimes provide stock footage. For example, I'm using Camtasia 2025, and it has stock footage that I can actually use if I buy a certain level of membership. We have AI generated images. You could use Midjourney, DALL-E, or Canva. You can even use ChatGPT sometimes for certain images. And then screen recordings. You're going to need to be able to record your screen if you're doing certain topics where it requires instructional video around a website or something like that. So for that kind of thing, I'm using OBS Studio, free. And then I combine that with Camtasia. I don't use Loom, but I figured I'd mention it here. And so Camtasia allows me to also record the screen. So sometimes if I'm doing an edit inside Camtasia, I can just, oh, I forgot to add this website here. Let's just go in and record a piece and then show it in the video. The person's asking, do people even read descriptions? And it's a good question because typically probably not. That's why you want to have your link visible at the top, because some people don't even click on it. Mind you, I do sometimes click the description when I want to see timestamps of a video. So another thing I've been doing automatically now is adding timestamps. You'll even notice yesterday's video has timestamps, and that helps also the algorithm, because now when somebody clicks a certain time in your video, it goes to that 10-minute mark. So they've made it to the 10-minute mark of your video. Another content source that I discussed actually in yesterday's video is YouTube Creative Commons. So watch that video from yesterday and you'll see what I mean by that. Voice, so voiceovers. So when I was doing the Faceless Money Watch Daily, I started by doing my own voice. And I realized that even doing a voiceover with the camera right here, no camera, it's taking too much time. It was way too time consuming for me to get the script and then read it. It was just like, no, what am I doing? This is foolish. I don't need to be the voice of this channel if I'm doing a faceless channel. So I decided to pay for a service to do that. And the voice service, so here's the option 1, record your own voice, which is fine for people that don't have a budget. They just want to get started. Record your own voice and put video to it. And there you go. You've got your faceless video. But here is where I used 11 Labs. And you can see here an affiliate link. Wow. Surprise, surprise. Joey's pitching an affiliate link. But this is 11 Labs, a tool that I use. And you can get voiceovers for any voice, including your own. So you can even train it to have your voice, and then you can actually put that in your videos. Now, I don't actually do it for my voice. I'd use 11 Labs for the faceless content and have one single voice that is the voice of the channel. So that every time somebody watches your channel, it's the same voice. They know what to expect. They think it's a person. They think it's a real live commentator. And then you'd have that voice saved in your 11 Labs account. So you can try 11 Labs free at powerhousefiliate.com/11 Labs. So editing software, Canva, video editor, super easy. It can even make videos for you. And then we have CapCut and Camtasia. Somebody's asking, do I use a webcam or a camera? I'm using a camera in front of me. In fact, a couple slides ago, I showed you my setup. Um, and then for this screen recording where you guys are able to see my presentation right now, that is actually using OBS, which is a online software that you can get for free. And it allows you to do a whole bunch of stuff inside OBS. I used CapCut before, but I like Camtasia the best. Oh, I even clicked on my own affiliate link. Whoops. So here we are. Canva. Let's go to the next one. We have Submagic automated editing software. That's the link I just clicked, which is the one I talked about yesterday. I started using Submagic on a yearly plan because it is doing a ton of work for me that I normally would have had to spend hours on or hire somebody. In fact, I did hire somebody to do it. They were charging me about $250 a video to do, or maybe more like $150 per video for short video editing. This tool, I spent $600 for a yearly membership, and I'm able to do as many videos as I want within minutes. You can see the video I did yesterday about this. It basically allows, it does these cool videos. Check it out. Actually, I'm going to click on it here. It'll take your video. It'll do these zoom ins and zoom outs. It'll add these captions. It'll add B-roll clips. It'll do just all of it. And it'll chop up your long form videos into clips that it thinks will go viral. So if you do a long form video for your Faceless channel, you can just plug it in here, copy the URL, paste it in here, and then it'll chop it up into, say, 8 to 10 short videos with all of these features. Super cool tool, and it's just the start of AI. It's so fun. So moving on. That's what you need for a Faceless YouTube channel. Basically just a way to create the content. Let's go on. We need a few other things, actually. You need a script maker. So ChatGPT, probably the easiest one. Research with ChatGPT. Answer the Public is free. You can use that, I think, 3 or 4 times a day, free. And TubeBuddy, that's the one I just showed you on my YouTube channel. Let me show you that again. If you go to YouTube now, you can see I have this plugin here, Videolytics. This is a TubeBuddy feature, but up here, you'll see that I have TubeBuddy for all of these things I can do. I can do keyword research here. I can do SEO research, topical analysis, niche insights, all of these things to come up with ideas on what to talk about on YouTube, whatever niche you choose. Again, I'm using the Pro license here, but you can get it free using my affiliate link, powerhouseaffiliate.com/TubeBuddy. And basically, you're coming in here and whatever. You can look at your video analytics. I actually really like this tool. You can see on other people's videos what tags they're using, some of the SEO things that I'm not doing and doing. And anyway, super cool. Moving on. I'm going to stop pitching my affiliate links. It's starting to get annoying to me. So let's just end it with that. That was the last pitch. Research with ChatGPT, Answer the Public, or TubeBuddy. Okay, extras. Background music. So again, YouTube audio library, story blocks. I use Camtasia. Subtitles. So Submagic, the tool I just showed you, Camtasia, CapCut, all do that. Subtitles are very important, especially for people that are maybe laying in bed with their partner or whoever. They're just trying to be in a quiet spot on the bus, whatever it is, and they don't want to have volume on, so they're just kind of scrolling, and then they see you talking. But if you don't have any subtitles, like, they're just going to scroll past you. So make sure you have subtitles if you can. Automations, things that we're working on. I say we because I have a small team of people right now. And somebody else is saying Submagic is a game changer. I have to agree. It's friggin' awesome. So automations, this is where let's talk Submagic plus N8N plus Open Router. Wow, think of the things we can do here. And then add in ContentStudio. So think about it this way. And this is what I'm actually working on. I actually hired somebody on Upwork the other day to do this. I hired them to first create me one simple automation just to warm up. And now we're going to start building some different automations. So stay tuned to this channel is what I'm saying, because I'm going to start sharing some of these automations. But think about it this way. Using N8N, you can scour the internet and find the most topical headlines today around finance. Okay. So think about Money Watch Daily for a minute, how it's going to transform into a massive channel. My phone's ringing. Let me just turn that off. So scours the internet. Then it comes up with, say, 5 content headlines. Then it goes to ChatGPT. It creates 5 really highly viral scripts based on a very good prompt that we've designed. Then it's going to take those scripts and it's going to plug it into a tool that can create video with that script. It's going to go to 11 Labs, pull a voice, and put that video to the script. And then it's going to publish it to ContentStudio. Then it's going to send it to Magic to get all edited with all the captions and everything. It's going to pull those edits back, and then it's going to put it into ContentStudio. It's going to publish it out to social media. Now, we can even add in approvals along the way, so we can make sure that some manual intervention is here, human intervention, where we can say, yes, go. So all you literally have to do is wake up in the morning, grab your cup of coffee, that mine is cold now, and you click yes, okay, go ahead, yeah, and you don't do anything else. Wouldn't that be awesome? Anyway, that's what I'm working towards with these automations. And the content is going to be extremely good. I mean, I'm talking like you won't even be able to tell that AI made it. In some cases, it's getting so good that it's going to look like humans made it. And a lot of these platforms won't even know, especially if you're covering topics that are super trending right now. Like, they have no choice but to show you or to show people your content because you're the only content out there about it, right? Man, the opportunities are huge here. So, workflow. Here's a simple workflow. Write the script, record the voice, gather visuals, edit your sequence, export, and upload. Now, obviously, there's more stuff like descriptions, titles, tags. We need to have the captions. Then we need to have hashtags, which some people argue are irrelevant today. But regardless, everything that the AI tool or the platform we're using needs to rank our videos. Okay, so let's talk about content quickly here. You can see on my channel, I'm doing content around many different topics. And I just think of something when I'm eating supper. I might be like, oh man, I should talk about that tomorrow on YouTube. Basically doing evergreen tutorials, how-to, case studies, results, reviews, and comparisons. News and trends is where I'm heading for the finance stuff. And then shorts, quick tips, motivations, and hooks. These are kind of brand building more so than anything. These shorts. Okay. Keyword research and content ideas, why keywords matter. So help YouTube understand your content and recommend it. We're going to improve our rankings in YouTube with Google and search results. We're also going to build authority in certain topics. We're going to attract the right audience and increase our click-through rates based on certain keywords we use. And I'm just going to ramble through this because a lot of this is probably very obvious to people. So I'm just reading a question here. Okay. Keyword research tools, TubeBuddy, SEMrush, Google Keyword Planner. I actually use that one quite a bit too to see the search volume on Google. So if they're searching a ton of stuff on Google, they're probably searching it on YouTube as well, depending on the topic. I've actually discovered that this is quite true. I did a video about a keyword and it got like over 20,000 views. It was based on the research I did on Keyword Planner. Also reading Reddit and Quora for trending things. So I would go Reddit, search Google like Reddit, your niche. So if it's Reddit finance news or Reddit affiliate marketing, you'll see some of the questions people are asking, like right here. Here's an example. People coming in here and then you're like, oh, there's a great topic for a video. Look at that. So yeah, that's what I'm doing here. Then let's talk about uploads. I'm going to try and rush through the rest of this here because we got about 10 minutes left and I have a few things I want to share with you. So video uploads, some very obvious things here for most people, but some people might not think of this. You're going to include the primary keywords in your title and in your thumbnail and in the file names of all of your files that you're uploading, okay? So you're going to add your keyword in the title, the first 150 characters of the description, tags, name of thumbnail, and name of video. So basically all files include the keyword. So if I'm doing a video about Adplexity review, then my video name is going to be adplexityreview.mp4. I'm going to have my thumbnail is going to be just Joey Adplexity review.jpg, whatever, right? So that's what we're doing to try and give it everything we can to get it to put our content out there when somebody searches that topic or is watching a related video. End screens and cards are very important. So every time somebody watches one of my videos, I want to also have them have the ability to watch another related video on the channel, or every now and then it pops up a video in the video that they're watching and it says, hey, watch this one too. Mention your keyword at the start of the video. So if I'm doing a video about Adplexity review, it's like, hey, welcome to the channel. Today we're going to do a full-on Adplexity review, right? You see me do that probably on some of my channels, and you'll know what keyword I'm trying to target, while at the same time providing good content to people. So I'm not just trying to rank with crap content. There's actually good content. So here's some goals that a lot of people forget to do when they start, and I've proven that even using day job hacks as the example, that if I went in without goals, I would have not ever made the results I had at the time, where I replaced my complete corporate job with YouTube because of one simple goal. That one simple goal was to post at least 2 long form videos per week. That was the goal, and I did it, and I posted 2 videos a week for a year and replaced my corporate income. Okay, I'm just going to talk about a couple questions here. We have asked me if I can publish my career. Bounce right, yeah. Yes, this video will stay up. It's going to be a live, but it's going to be on YouTube forever. So basically, that's the answer to your question there. Samuel, your question about your landing page bounce rate. Yeah, that's really high. It could be a whole bunch of things. Without seeing it, I don't know. But we do landing page reviews inside Powerhouse Affiliate. If you want to come in there, even post in the free section, and we can look at it and tell you, hey, this is why your landing page bounce rate is probably not good. It could be the page speed. It could be the headline. It could be unrelated to what you were talking about that day. So here's this goal here: post 2 long form videos per week. Now I've added this additional goal to my recent projects, which is post 2 to 3 shorts per week. Now you'll notice if you go to my Instagram right now at Dayjob Hacks, which is my Instagram, please follow me on Instagram. You'll notice that for the last 7 days, I've actually posted a video every single day. And the reason is because I'm doing a case study. What happens when you post for 30 straight days on Instagram, TikTok, actually using the exact strategy I shared in yesterday's video to post for 30 days straight to show you the results. And I'm already seeing a dramatic increase in revenue even after a week of doing this. And I'm also seeing an increase in views because the algorithm's like, oh, he's being consistent. He's being daily. Oh, okay. Let's start showing his stuff. Now I'm talking like hundreds of views right now on Instagram because I never really had a following there. So I had to delete 300 posts on Instagram because Instagram had a bunch of crap that I hired somebody to manage my Instagram, and they just did a bunch of stuff that wasn't making any sense to how Instagram works. So I decided to go in and use that same account, but delete all the crap and let's just do some videos like reels. Okay. So the reels are coming out. They're going to get better. Obviously the first few were kind of hit or miss, but anyway, so hit one of these milestones. This is a good goal. 10,000 monthly views. That is a good goal to go after. And the thing is with YouTube is rewarding new creators. So basically what they've done in the last year, maybe year and a half, is they've decided that just because you have a lot of subscribers, it doesn't mean that you should eat up most of the watch time on YouTube. They're trying to encourage new people to come into YouTube and create content. So you're coming in at a perfect time, whether it be Faceless or whether it be a personal brand or your own business brand. And this is proven because sometimes I'm watching videos about stocks, and I watch a lot of stuff about finance because I'm in the stock market. And I'll find a video that has a great thumbnail. The title is exactly what I want to see. And then I'll see like this guy has like 300 subscribers. I'm like, holy crap. Because I'm usually watching guys that have like millions of subscribers. Like, yeah. So it's kind of cool to see that now these smaller guys are getting thrown into the mix just to say, hey, you know what? Let's get these guys built up and get them motivated to create us more content. Because in the end, it benefits YouTube to have everybody involved. The more creators, the more money they make, and the more creators make money. So, one of these milestones, grow an email list. A lot of people forget that you need to, like, even though you're building an audience on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, I've talked about this, I think yesterday, if the minute comes, or somewhere I talked about this, maybe on, anyway, there's a time when, like I just mentioned earlier in this video, where my AdSense account got banned for something stupid, right? One of our business accounts got shut. And that meant that we got no more revenue from that source. But the point here is if you build an email list and you get shut down from a certain platform, whether you're on 10 or 20 platforms, maybe one of them shuts down. It doesn't mean you lose everything. You still have your audience through your email list, and you can build an audience with your email list, and you can build a following that you own eventually. Whether you own it or your brand owns it. If you're not a personal brand, your website is a brand, and they're part of that website, and they believe that the content is going to be good. So you want to own that, and you want to have an asset in your business that you particularly own, so that you're not stuck in a situation where you wake up some morning and everything's gone. So that's why we grow an email list. So your first goal should be 500 to 1,000 emails on your email list. After 90 days, earn consistently $100 a day. So this is a very aggressive goal. Like when I did the Day Job Hacks project, it took me a year to start seeing some decent results. Mind you, most of my revenue from that wasn't coming from YouTube monetization. Like I mentioned earlier, it was coming from things like selling products, selling affiliate commissions through recurring affiliate programs. By the way, we shared a list of, I think, over 200 recurring affiliate programs inside the Powerhouse affiliate membership. If you go in there, you'll see we've shared that. There's something I actually found, but it's in there. So yeah, $100 a day is a good goal after 3 or 4 months of consistently doing the right thing. Now, that might take you 6 months. It might take you a year. It took me a year, okay? Depending on your niche, because affiliate marketing at the time, side hustles, making money online is very competitive. So yeah, it depends. Recurring income streams. So again, Powerhouse affiliate as an example. So you can have a community, you can have a recurring affiliate programs, all that kind of stuff. That's what I was talking about there. So we're almost done here. Retention and engagement. Here's a few tricks to increase your retention and your engagement and build a following faster. Hook viewers early. So deliver your title and thumbnail promise in the first 10 seconds so they know they're going to get that information. You want pattern interrupts. I don't do it enough, but I should. Quick cuts and graphics or scene changes. Sometimes you'll see some of my videos zooming in and out. This helps keep people interested, especially in short videos. Storytelling, open with intrigue and build curiosity. Tease future value. So sometimes you'll lead them to a point where now the only option is to go to your email list and perhaps get that free video that you're talking about. Ask for micro engagements is very important. Encourage likes, comments on your channel and subscribes. So if you're watching right now, please go ahead, like that video and like this video, subscribe, because it does help me and it does help the algorithm. And over time, the more you get, the more YouTube is going to help you with your content deliverability, we'll say. Encourage comments. So please do comment. Let's see if there's anyone else here. Do you have a video on the Powerhouse portal? where you show how to set up a Facebook ad campaign. So that's actually a good question. The Facebook ad campaign, there is one case study on Powerhouse Affiliate for a profitable case study I did last month, no, 2 or 3 months ago, where I'm setting up Facebook. But this is actually an area that we're actually moving. It's in the content plan. So let me just say that Facebook is a big part of my media buying business. And it's something that I haven't covered a lot because Google has been a big piece of it as well. So my two main media buying channels right now are Google and Facebook. Now we have a lot on Google, but we are moving into more stuff on Facebook in addition to the case study that I have there. We had some older case studies, but they weren't relevant anymore. So I will actually start posting a lot more around Facebook because I see a huge opportunity here in Facebook recently. Because the reason why we didn't have a lot of Facebook, I'll be honest, is for about a 4-year stretch, Facebook was banning everything, whether it be 100% white hat stuff. Facebook's algorithm and AI was terrible at moderation. It would just ban you for stupid little things where you use one keyword that makes absolutely no sense that they would ban you, but they banned you. And so I lost a bunch of ad accounts and decided that's when I actually moved a lot of my spend over to Google and started doing everything on Google. And then recently, over the last, say, year and a half, 2 years, Facebook has actually really gotten better. And it's probably as a result of better AI systems and better automations that can now tell that you're not trying to scam them. This word is actually relevant to what we're trying to advertise. So the AI can interpret better and we're not getting banned like we used to on Facebook. So it opens up the doors for so much more opportunity now. And I feel like this is going to really skyrocket some of our revenues in terms of e-com campaigns, like even right now in Q4. So yeah, it's a very good question. And I think you can expect a lot more content inside the portal on Facebook ad campaigns. In fact, I could probably go in and do a live video next week on that topic because I think it's a great topic. Facebook ad campaigns. Pin and reply to comments, use end screens and playlists. These are all things you should be doing. And promotion improves in performance. So every time I upload a video now, I have a follow-up sequence checklist, okay? This is something I'm going to give you today. Share on social media, obviously. So you post a video, you share it on X, share it on Facebook, and these things drive the algorithm to say, okay, people are sharing it, people are seeing it, it's fresh content. Embed it on your website or blog. Oftentimes I'll post, hey, posted a new video, whatever, in the portal. I'll say something like that in our community. Email your list every now and then if I think it's a great video to email out to people, if it's not just a blatant promotion, because sometimes I do promotional videos, let's be honest. The Adplexity versus Anstrex has probably generated nearly, I'm guessing $10,000 in revenue for me, just that one single video. And that was a promotional video. While it was instructional, it was mainly for me to make commissions off Adplexity and Anstrex, and it generated me a very decent amount of money, and it still today generates me a very decent amount of money every single month just from people joining Adplexity. So I'm not going to email those typically to my list because I want to give my list real value in terms of like, I mean, I want to give my audience value as well on YouTube, but we still have to do content that makes money, or else this whole project, why would I spend 18 hours a week doing YouTube if I wasn't confident that I'm going to be able to feed my kids, right? So that's why we have to do those promotional things every now and then. So I like to email my list more instructional videos that will truly turn the needle on people's campaigns. Collaborate with other creators. So I've been doing this. I haven't done it lately, but I did collaborate. You can see I have some collaborations with other creators. I should probably get more into that. Use playlists in promotions. I do that a lot. Post in relevant communities, leverage YouTube Shorts. Again, if you look at my Shorts, that's part of my case study right now. You'll see that in the last 7 days, I've posted 7 videos, and there's more coming, trust me. Schedule and promote premieres, repurpose content for other platforms. So that's where, again, the sub magic comes in to play. You can repurpose your content into 6 or 7 different videos, or sorry, ContentStudio you can repurpose all of your content through ContentStudio, and it'll just blast it out to all social platforms, which I'm doing. And then every video you're going to encourage sharing. So here's the monetization strategy that you should be doing, at least considering on your channel or on your content creation. All of your content should either direct people to something of value. So in my case, for example, if you go to powerhouseaffiliate.com/free workshop, you're going to get access to a free workshop, and it's going to get you to sign up. You're going to get access to our community, all that kind of stuff. And then through there might be an offer where, hey, we're going to give you access to our coaching. If you want coaching, you can join, and we'll book an hour, and I'll show you how, we can improve or do something that's going to work for you, depending on your skill sets and all of that. So this is how we're going to do long-term monetization. So you should have a funnel built on your website before you start generating a lot of content. This funnel is where you're going to funnel all your traffic to. Okay. So this is my favorite model, basically video, lead funnel, tripwire, and then emails and blogs. So you're building a brand. So in finance, for example, there'll be a bunch of financial videos. There might be a lead funnel that says, hey, here's how you can save $10,000 a year with little known tricks that nobody ever shares with you in terms of whatever, finance, blah, blah, blah. I'm just coming off the top of my head again. But then they're like, okay, I want that guide. They sign up for the free guide. They go to a tripwire, which is like 16 special offers that you can access today that could save you thousands of dollars. Here's the first one, save $300 on auto insurance. Here's the second one. Did you have life insurance? Here's $1 million policy no matter how old you are. Click here. These are all affiliate offers, right? That's the tripwire I'm thinking of for this finance campaign that I'm doing. So I'm building a finance list while sending them to a listicle afterwards. And this will all be part of the plan, okay? So the plan that I'm talking about is something that I've created and working on right now. It's inside Powerhouse Affiliate on the left menu. You can see we have a YouTube action plan that was going to be part of the presentation that I was supposed to deliver to other people on the internet, but ended up having it for myself today first. So that's what this presentation is. And you can get access to that inside Powerhouse Affiliate, the action plan that we're talking about in terms of creating your YouTube channel, all the things you should be doing. But if you follow this video and you had a pen and paper, pretty much everything you need to know in terms of creating a YouTube channel. I'd love to see if anybody has any more questions. There's still a bit of time left if anybody wants to ask me questions around YouTube, around what things you can expect as a YouTuber. Some of the things I didn't cover are like comments. I like to comment on people after you post a video. You should be commenting and replying to people. I've neglected that through the summer. I was a little busy, but lately you can see I've been replying to people. That's a good thing to do when you post content, whether it be faceless or a faced video. It doesn't really matter. You should be commenting. It helps the algorithm quite a bit because now you can, get people to come back. Every time somebody interacts with your web page, YouTube knows that, and they're coming back, and they're suggesting that every time you produce new content. And this is it. So I don't have any more questions, so I'm just gonna go ahead and end that now. I think I actually addressed most of the questions in there. And again, if you like this type of content, I am doing them more often. I will be doing live videos like this on certain topics. Feel free to comment and post what you think I might have missed, and I'll think of that next time. Stay tuned for more Facebook content because I think that's a great avenue to go down. And we're going to be doing a lot of Facebook ads in the coming months, especially when we get into Q4. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I'm going to shut her down.